Happy Monday, everybody. How are you doing? It's rainy here. I know a lot of you up in Michigan are checking in, and it's a snow day for you guys. So I don't know what is up with this April weather, but it is yuck, especially after this weekend and having a beautiful 80. I actually got burnt a little bit because we were out, and I didn't think I was going to be out that long. But anyway, that's not why you're here. Morning commuter chat. We have just wrapped up 80-day obsession. Some of you did it, some of you didn't do it, some of you started it, didn't finish it. Doesn't matter. As coaches, this is a great opportunity to showcase transformation results, and there are a ton of them out there. I've been seeing everybody post them already, my friends, my coach friends, stuff like that. And so I wanted to give you just some tips on how to leverage that. And also, just kind of like some do's and don'ts as you've been. There's not really anything wrong that you do with something. But what I do for transformation stories is I typically like to showcase the results from my own group and then my own team. So you have the option. You can go out. Beachbody has tons of 80-day obsession transformation stories, Beachbody wide, and that's okay to use them. But I don't know the story behind these people. I don't know if they're good people. I just don't know them. So when sharing transformation stories, I typically like to share people that I know, people's results that I have. Now, it's very important to make sure that you have their permission to share it. And so if you have their permission, and it goes. You can get permission a couple of ways. Just directly ask them. So anybody in the group, I personally will never post anything that's shared in our challenge groups unless I have specific permission, and I will from that person. And I will typically do up the post so they can see what it is I'm talking about. Because if you ask somebody, hey, can I share your transformation results and throw you up on social media, and they're not normally on social media, that is a really awkward conversation to have. So you don't want to do that. So I make it easy for them, and fully, if they don't want it on there, I absolutely will not do it. I don't care if it means foregoing like just a really incredible post or whatever, because that trust that you have in your people in your challenge group is way more important. So that's number one. Number two, if you're in the Dream Team coach page, I like to pull from there. I know a lot of people in there. You guys are just getting to know some of them. And that's great. If they post it in there, they will typically tell you if you can use their pictures or not up front. It is kind of an assume that if you're going to post a transformation picture in the Dream Team page, that you can go ahead and use it. Common courtesy is to ask them if they want to be tagged or not. And if they say yes, then just go ahead and tag them. And if they don't care, then I typically won't. But I will talk about them specifically and talk about their story. So those are just a couple ways. Again, I stay away from, it's my personal preference, it's up to you guys, but my personal preference is to stay away from the Beachbody at large transformation pictures. So that's those are my tips for you guys on that. Now, you have one of two ways to be posting them. And these are really great tractions. So when you are posting these, don't just be like, hey, look, Jesse had this amazing transformation. Tell Jesse's story. How does it resonate or relate to you? I am not going to be posting I'm not going to be posting some young 20-something-year-old, no kids, just out of college transformation story, because that doesn't resonate with my audience. My audience is that 35 to 55 range, busy moms, we're fittish, stuff like that we can, really precious on time, but we can still make it work. So those are the stories that I'm looking for, and that you tell part of that story. So you tell why it's so incredible, the results that they got and what they did, and a little bit of background, because you want people to identify with you and what you're doing. Hey, good morning, Carrie. How are you? Happy Monday. I hope it is not snowing where you are at. I know Jen and Kristen were already checking in, or Jen was checking in, and they have a snow day in Michigan. So, So again, those are just a couple tips for posting transformation pictures. I will almost always do Transformation Tuesday. That's a great way to showcase it. Thankful Thursday is another really great one. There's never a wrong time to be posting transformation pictures. I just read an article that we should be doing a transformation either of yourself side by side, like every, I think about it on Instagram, and I think of it as two grid swipes, swipes up. So like every 9 to 12 photos. We should be doing a transformation, either showcasing ourselves or somebody else. And I don't think you can showcase your transformation story enough. I know I don't do it enough, and I need to do it more, because Instagram is so big and so many people, so you can't assume like Facebook, where it's so much more closed that people just know and understand what it is that you have gone through, and that they understand. So when posting, so great things to do is, it doesn't have to be on your grid on Instagram or on Facebook. If you don't want to do it as a post, get familiar with stories, guys, and you can do transformations in stories. And that's where I like really showcasing them at now too, because I'm getting a lot wider audience the more I do it. I didn't have a big audience at first, but a lot more people are seeing it and doing it now. And you could do both. You could showcase transformations, both the whole longer story in your feed, and then do the short, like, oh my God, check this out, Busy Mama 5 in your story. For the full story, check out my feed, or my latest post, and that directs traffic to your Instagram or Facebook feed. And so that's really that's a really important thing to be thinking about, is how you're driving traffic and where you're driving traffic to. So with that said, that's what I got for you for Commuter Chat this morning, and I hope you guys have a great Monday, and I hope you're really thinking about how you're going to leverage these 80-day obsession results, because let me tell you, they're fantastic. They are incredible. All right, bye.